Welcome back to another episode of From Hot Girls to Hot Flashes. I'm your host, Jay Renee.
And I'm your other host, Kiki J.
And listen, before we get started, we just want to thank you guys for all the support. I know we are new to this thing, but all of the comments, the feedback, we are just so thankful. So we appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe with us for From Hot Girls to Hot Flashes.
And you can find us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is From Hot Girls to Hot Flashes Pod. Thank you all so much, all of you who have followed us. Please continue to follow and look to us for new content. So this week we are jumping right in. Jay Renee, I have a question for you.
Okay.
What are some of the craziest symptoms you have experienced with perimenopause? Things that you were surprised to find out were perimenopause symptoms.
Okay. Got it. Okay. So two things for me. And I know one, especially for you, because you had gone through it too. So the two things for me is brain fog, and I heard of brain fog, and something called frozen shoulder. Now let
Yes.
me tell you and everybody else about frozen shoulder. Now I exercise. I am into wellness. I am into fitness. I am all about this is the only body we have. Let's make it last as long as possible. Get up every morning, 3:30, go to the gym, 5 o'clock, get in a good workout. No problems, no issues. One night, waking up, no night sweat, waking up, getting ready to go to the gym. And I noticed like I lifted my arm up to start putting my clothes on. And I noticed like my shoulder was so stiff and it hurt so bad. And I was saying, I know I didn't lay on it. Did I lay on it wrong? Went and exercised. It was really, really tough for me to exercise. Usually you can work out the kinks. Everything is just kind of stiff, but you work it out. Girl, please. That did not happen. That day, I could not lift any weights. I couldn't do anything. I'm in the shower. I'm a natural girly. So I'm in the shower trying to wash my hair. It literally hurt. It was my right shoulder. It hurt to lift I could not do this without pain. And I didn't know what was happening. I called my husband at work. Do you have any aspirin cream? Do you have any whatever? He was like, what's wrong with you? I said, I think I hurt my shoulder. It went on for about 3 days. I went to urgent care and they were saying, oh, it's nothing. You probably just, stiff. And, with the passage of time as you age, it wasn't until I talked to you that I realized that it's frozen shoulder and it's a symptom of perimenopause. Isn't that crazy? And
It
I know
is.
you had the same thing too.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And so frozen shoulder, it involves stiffness and pain in your shoulder joints. And it typically begins slowly and it can get worse over time. Symptoms sometimes get better and sometimes they don't. So some people even have to go through surgery or physical therapy to alleviate the symptoms of frozen shoulder. So my experience with frozen shoulder, I was having pain in my shoulder for about a week. I could not lift my arm beyond this point and it still hurts. Like it still hurts right now. My shoulder is in pain doing this. I get to this point, it hurts. And so lifting it over my head, it's just all right in here. It just hurts. And so go to the doctor. What can I do? Oh, I can give you a steroid shot. I don't know if I want a steroid shot in my shoulder. Like, is that really gonna help? What is that gonna
Why
do?
would you want a steroid shot if we try to do things holistically? Why would they want to set why get a shot? Why
Exactly.
shot?
And so now I ice it and try to exercise it, try to stretch and make sure. But that frozen
Mm.
shoulder hit me hard because I was like, I'm at the point I'm about to go to the doctor. I am about to. And it was so crazy because, when you say stuff, your phone hears it. And I'm an active believer in that conspiracy theory that everything is listening to us. So my phone, I was going through social media
Big brother.
and girl, and something about frozen shoulder popped up. I was like, frozen shoulder? What is frozen shoulder? And it was saying that it was a symptom of perimenopause. If you're having pain and stiffness and can't lift your arm, and there it was, frozen shoulder. And here you came a few days later. Hey, I had the same thing. So we now know that it
Yep.
is an uncommon common symptom of perimenopause.
And
Crazy.
listen, with this uncommon common symptom, what I found that worked for me was I just kept having to take my hands, fold them, lift them up, and you talk about hurt, pain,
Yeah.
but the more I did it, as much as you can stand it, the more I kept doing it, the easier it became. And with the working out, it actually helped because it kept my muscles loose. I don't have it anymore, but I will say every now and again, full disclosure, I feel something. And as soon as I feel it, I'm like, nope, nope, here we go. Up, just doing whatever I can. So what are some of the things that you did since you didn't want to get the shot?
I have started stretching. Somebody, I won't name any names, has been preaching to me, stretch, stretch, stretch. And I went to my doctor and she was like, do you stretch? And so I have learned that stretching helps. I ice it. Icing helps. And I will sit in my house and it's so crazy. Have ice on my shoulder, ice on my legs, but we will talk about the legs and all the other things later. But I do try
Girl.
ice and stretching and rubbing alcohol, that red rubbing alcohol that your grandma used to use. It it actually helps. That actually helps relieve some of that
Red
muscle pain.
rubbing alcohol?
That
Okay,
rubbing
Kiki, I
you
got I
never
got
heard
one for you. I got one for you, excuse me. Sorry, spitzing, but I got one for you. Not red rubbing alcohol. Now, my parents, they are traditional Southerners. My dad is a firm believer in the old wintergreen rubbing alcohol, things of that nature. You just rub it on your knees and stuff like that. But I will tell you this, rubbing alcohol with an avocado pit. Take the pit of an avocado, you can crush it up or cut it up, put it in the white alcohol, let it sit for 24 hours. After that, it's going to turn a certain color. It'll be brownish or whatever. After that, shake it up, put it on the affected area, instant relief. I had instant relief with my frozen shoulder, but it did not last because I was exercising and constantly doing things. So I found out later on, it's like, okay, you're getting relief, but you're still having the
Mhm.
problem. So any other aches and joints, any other aches and pains and stuff I have, that alcohol with the avocado pit, thank me later because I'm
Okay,
telling you, that is what did it for me. And it helped me with my stretching. Now that I remember, it helped me with my stretching. So,
okay.
yeah, these remedies are things that we probably saw people doing when they were older and we didn't know what it was.
Mhm.
It might have been a perimenopause symptom. It might have
Might
been
be.
something going on rather than just, oh, I'm just old, I'm just tired. These are symptoms that eh, it's a lot, y'all. It's a lot.
It
It's a
is
lot.
every
And
day.
Kiki, you have been a whole trooper, honey, going through this stuff for as long as you have, and me being new to it and asking all these questions. Yeah,
Crazy.
kudos to you. Yep.
Okay. Thank
Okay, so
you.
I know you asked about that, and I had another one for you.
Brain
I had
fog.
another one for you, and I almost didn't remember. Okay, brain fog. Someone like yours truly. I am very particular, a very particular Southern woman. There's certain things I like, things are decent, things are in order. I have an extensive history. I have been on radio, I've been in radio, I've been in television, I've done a podcast. My husband and I, we had a podcast about anime, Eat the Cake Anime, check it out. But when I tell you that my brain, I have always been very sure of myself. I've never had any doubt. Good in school, all of that. Brain fog is a real thing. So if you think it isn't, it is not. I would be sitting here talking to you. Kiki, I'm talking to you right now. And I love the color of your lipstick. And I'm like, "Oh, girl, I love uh uh I have lipstick in my head. I have it right there, but it will not come out." And it's like your brain short circuits. You I thought I thought I had a tumor. I thought I had a tumor because,
Not a tumor.
girl, I'm just used to, yes! It's not a tumor, but yes! I was just like, "What is wrong with me?" So those of you listen, let us know. Y'all comment below. Is brain fog a thing for you? Have you experienced that? I've experienced it in meetings, at at events, and it has been so even in regular conversation. Please tell me you have had brain fog. Please don't let me be the only one.
You are not the only one. I have had brain fog too, to the point where, of course, I look it up. I look up, research everything. So, brain fog happens as anything else during perimenopause, the decline of your hormone estrogen levels. As those levels decline, brain fog increases. It's like characterized as mental cloudiness, forgetfulness, difficulty concentrating, and mental fatigue. So, brain fog is a thing that is impacting a lot of women. It's one of those things that you don't even think about being a perimenopause symptom, but it is. So, I always have a story, and if my stories bother you all, I'm sorry, find another podcast, but I have a story. So, you know, I mainly work from home, but some days I go into my office. So this day I got cute, got my big purse, going to the office. You and I were on the phone. I was heading home from work from the office. Call you. We're talking about something crazy. I need to stop by Publix to pick up two things. So did great. Got out of my car, put my earbud in. You were in my ear. Go into the store, pick up my two things, pay for everything, come out the car, drive home, get home. I have my work laptop and my phone, all my stuff. I'm getting it out, taking it into the house. Get into the house. My husband happens to be home that day. Get in the house, unload my laptop. I'm looking for my phone. Where is my work phone? I know I had my work phone when I left work. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? So I'm searching the car. And I'm like calling, I called Publix to see if I left it in Publix. They didn't answer the phone. Called my office. There's an elderly lady who sits in a cubicle down from mine. Call this elderly lady. Hey, can you walk to my cubicle to see if you see my phone? Listen, I didn't want to bother this lady. I'm like, I called her. She walked down. I said, I don't see your phone, honey. Okay. So I'm dialing my work phone to see if I hear it. Don't hear it. My husband's out in the garage searching the car. He's like, I hear something. Girl, I go to the car, open up the center console. My phone's in the center console. So my brain, if you would have bet me $1 million, my phone was in that center console, I would have bet you no. I don't have $1 million, but I would have bet you it wasn't in there because I carried the big purse to work. When I carry the big purse, I take my phone, put it in the big purse because I have room, and I take it in the store. If I don't have a big purse, I leave it in the center console. So my brain told me, you have this big purse, your phone is in the purse. So you take it in the store and it's in the purse when you get home. So the fact that it was not in there blew my mind. But this brain fog was so I forgot. I totally forgot that I put the phone in the center console. Totally forgot.
Listen, you are not alone. And I know it's not just the two of us. Those of you out there, listen, y'all know what we mean. And it shakes you.
Mhm.
It shakes your confidence. It shakes, you know, your the knowledge base. Even if you have something perfectly prepared, because think about it, as sisters of a certain age, we are used to doing it, and doing it well. We are known multitaskers. We are mothers, wives, lovers, girlfriends, confidants, colleagues, and we have so many balls that we're juggling up in the air that when you miss something, to miss
Mhm.
one thing, it feels like you're missing out on so much. And it makes you start doubting yourself. It makes you start thinking about certain things a lot more carefully. But like you said in previous episodes of From Hot Girls to Hot Flashes, write things down. If you're not writing things down, there's certain things that you will forget. I work in a place where we have meetings all the time and I tell somebody, "Okay, you may want to write this down." "Oh no, I'll keep it in my head." Okay. If you're a woman of a certain age, that stuff is literally falling out of your brain. And
Mhm.
having simple conversations, talking to my husband is always so funny because we could be laughing and talking about something. 2 seconds later, he asked me a question, and I was like, What are you talking about?" He's like, "We just
Mhm.
mentioned that. You just said that." We did? And it can be, it can be scary for someone like me who has had 51 years of confidence. Like, when you build it up, it's
Mhm.
there, but then all of
Mhm.
a sudden it just seems so shaky and
Yeah,
it makes you doubt yourself. It made me doubt myself. So
definitely.
it's like, what do you do? What can you do to
Yeah.
combat brain fog?
Well, that's a great question. And I don't think that we have found a remedy so far for brain fog. You just have to work on your mental agility. Go ahead. What have you found? Tell me.
What I have found that works for me with the brain fog, and it's for you, Kiki, and everybody else. It's about what we are ingesting. I have found more fruit because I'm a veggie person. Very, very veg heavy. And don't get it twisted. I am a carnivore. Anything that had parents, that's my thing. But I have found more fruit and nuts really, really helps. Pineapple, strawberries, blueberries, peaches, oranges, apples, walnuts, almonds, everything that is natural. I'm noticing the more natural things you ingest, the clearer your mind is. Right now, as we're talking, I have a thermos right now, and in this thermos is part coconut water, part mango nectar, part pineapples, and a little bit of what else is in here? A little bit of red clover tea. I have that all in here, and I chopped up a piece of pineapple, put it in there, and I sip on it. I sip on it all through the day. It's better than sipping on soda. It's
Mhm.
better than doing a sugary, heavy iced tea. It's better than some processed fruit drink. So the more natural you go or the more natural things you ingest, the clearer the fog gets. I promise you. I promise
Yeah.
you. It has worked for me. So try it out. See if it works for you. Those of you out there, I mean, if you try it out, comment or tell us what works for you. What helps your brain fog? Because we're still working professionals and we still have to be out here working and mothering and living and forgetting where our phone and keys and all this other stuff, it becomes a problem after a while.
Oh, yeah, and forgetfulness is a big thing for me. I'm proud of myself when I remember stuff, like, "Ooh, I remember that. I pulled a fact out of my brain from something that happened 5 years ago." It is a great day for me to remember something because my brain lately is just all fuddled up together. It's just crazy. I cannot remember things, and I feel bad, like, because, I'm a mom and a kiki. I'm a grandma at this point, and so everybody looks to you to have the answers. A wife, my husband, "Do you remember we did this? And do you remember?" No, we talked about that yesterday. I'm sorry that you had that conversation with the yesterday version of me, but today version, she does not remember a conversation from yesterday. I'm sorry, but I don't. Like it's just I
Right.
can't. Yeah.
Right. And it's a whole thing, but like we said, these things are so commonplace that now they're becoming jokes. We
Mhm.
see it on social
Yeah.
media, girl. If I look on Instagram one more time and see another man sitting up here having a joke about their wife's forgetfulness with what 35,000 views, 28,000 likes. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
that
It's not
woman is
funny.
going through it.
Yes,
I mean,
it's
it
not
may be
funny.
funny for a quick second, but all of these symptoms that we're talking about, it on this menopausal journey, it creates more issues than it does solutions. And we need to be able to deal with that or talk about how we're able to deal with that, especially with these symptoms. Because if you're having any of these symptoms, just know, write things down, think about it, do your research, and do your deep dives. All
Yes.
right, Kiki, anything else this week? Because I'm
Before
trying
we
to
go
think.
my crazy symptom, my symptom that I didn't know was perimenopause, we'll do it quickly
Hmm.
before we go.
Hmm.
Itchy ears, itchy ears.
Itchy.
Now, you have not seen me scratch my ears since we've been here, thank God,
No.
because itchy ears is a thing. So, I went to the doctor years ago, and like I said, on a previous episode, I have gone back to look at like my summaries from when I went to the doctor, what I went in to complain about, on that particular day. And one day I was telling her that my ears itch. It's just like right here inside of my ear, it itches. And it's not like, oh, scratch it and it goes away. It's like you scratch it and see, I'm touching it now and I'm irritating it, and I'm not going to scratch my ears on camera. I'm not doing this with you all today. But it's like it's like it's just an irritating itch that will not let up, and it's both ears, and it drives me insane. I can be in a meeting trying to be professional, talking about the things I need to talk about. My ears start itching, and these nails, you all see the nails, they go inside that ear and they just get in there and they start scratching. That is not the healthy way or the proper way to relieve ear itch. So, let me tell you what has worked for me. Castor oil. You remember castor oil back in the day? Your mama used to have
Yes.
castor oil. Get a
Yeah.
Q-tip, put a little bit of castor oil on the Q-tip and put it right there in the little opening of your ear, and it helps relieve the itch. Castor oil, itchy ears.
Wow.
Look it up. Itchy ears is a symptom of perimenopause. Have you ever experienced it?
No, me, no, never. But then that just goes to show Everybody's different. Everybody's different. Oh my God, I cannot wait to see the comment. You guys, please comment. Let us know if you've had any of these unusual symptoms, especially the itchy ear and what
No, I'm
you've
not
done
the
to
only
combat
one.
them.
I'm
Oh
not
my
the
God,
only
that
one.
is so crazy. I have never heard of that. And see, that's why I love what we're doing because it opens so many doors because I never knew that that was, and we talk every day. So it's
Mhm.
like you got, and I have seen you every once in a while. You'll so and so, and then like you'll turn around, but I don't itchy ears. Wow. So that's why I love the fact from hot girls to hot flashes. You think you out there, honey, doing the thing and looking the look, and oh, let me make sure this is and then you can't stop. So
Yes.
yeah,
I just
this is
started
it.
it and I can't stop. It's crazy.
Yes, and thank you guys so much again for all the support that you have given us from Hot Girls to Hot Flashes. We love the suggestions of topics that you've been giving us, and we're definitely going to start diving into those as the weeks progress. So thank you guys so much for joining us this week from Hot Girls to Hot Flashes. If there's nothing else, Kiki J, we will see you next time.
Like, subscribe, follow Instagram, from Hot Girls to Hot Flashes Pod. See y'all next
Bye,
week.
guys.